Welcome to Newgen. In this video you will learn how to configure Open Transaction command in Newgen 1 Interface Designer. Let's imagine you're a customer using a retail loan application portal provided by your bank. You've submitted several loan applications over time, some of which are already completed, while others are still pending. In such critical scenarios, the Open Transaction feature in Interface Designer ensures effective action. As part of your ongoing loan journey, you need an easy and efficient way to review your past applications. See the status of pending applications. Act on pending applications such as providing additional information or resubmitting documents. So let's start by updating a portal parent table. Navigate to your portal in the Interface Designer and go to the Data Model section. By default, a parent table will be created with the portal name. For dynamic journeys, go to the Portal Parent table and click on the Data Fields tab. Add the route journey and navigation form variables as string data types. If they are not already present, route journey will store the name of the form that drives the next step in the transaction, and navigation form stores the form name that will open after the route journey. Click Save to save the configurations. Then click Close. Now let's create a transaction page to display transactions. Navigate to the Pages section and click Create Page. Specify a suitable title for your page, such as Transaction Page. Click Create from blank. From the Controls panel, drag and drop a section onto your page to contain the grid control. Select the desired section layout. Label it as required. Click on Done. A section is created. Now go to the Controls panel. Drag and drop a grid control onto your page to display transactions. Click Done, a table is created. Go to Table Properties. Label it as required. Create new columns. Username, stage, reference key, route journey, and navigation form. Click Close. The table properties are now configured. Navigate to the page properties. Click Events, and then select on Load. Click on +DB linking. Write a DB query to pull transaction data from the portal parent table. Select the target controls to bind the data. Click Done. For login-based portals, set delete old application data equals N to prevent the system from asking users to create new or open existing applications. For login-free portals, ensure the INI setting create transaction on load equals N is set to avoid creating new transactions on page load. Now let's configure buttons with Open Transaction and create transaction commands. From Controls panel, drop a button onto the design canvas. Label it Resume Application or as required. Click Done. Navigate to the button properties. Click on Events. Then, click on Click, then plus Command. In the Choose Command field, select the Open Transaction command. Next, form name. Specify the next form to be opened once the transaction is selected. Transaction selection control. Provide the ID of the grid where transactions are listed. Transaction column name. Define the column in the grid that holds the transaction ID, for example reference key. MDM table. Select yes to pull data from the MDM table, or no to pull from a third-party table. Is widget. Select yes if your journey involves multiple subforms. If it consists of a single page without any subforms, select no. Dynamic journey. Toggle whether the journey is dynamic or fixed. If dynamic journey is disabled, the system will open the form specified in next form name. If dynamic journey is enabled, the system will dynamically fetch the route journey from the grid and resume the transaction from the last completed stage. Route journey column name. Specify the grid column where the route journey form name is stored. Navigation form column name. Specify the grid column where the navigation form name is stored. Click Done to save the configuration. From Control Panel, drop a button onto the design canvas. Label it as Create Application or as required. Click Done. Navigate to button properties. Click on Events. Then, click on Click. Then plus command. In the Choose Command field, select the Create Transaction command. In the Form Name field, select the form that the transaction will route to. Click Done to save the configuration. Once you've configured the Open Transaction command, clicking the Open Transaction button will allow the system to fetch the transaction data. Now let's check how it works in action. In our demonstration, we've enabled the Dynamic Journey feature. Now when you select a transaction and click the button configured with the Open Transaction command, the system will dynamically retrieve the route journey from the grid. The transaction will then resume from its last completed stage. This illustrates how to configure the Open Transaction command within the Newgen One Interface Designer. Thank you for watching.